Good evening and welcome. Welcome to my live stream. I don't know how many times I've been doing this live stream, but I know it's been a lot of times. It's been 21 months, twice a day, 7 days a week. That's 14 live streams a week after week, month after month, and year after year. I started this October 2023. So that's a lot of live streams. I mean, I just see here 21 months times 4.33 weeks in a month. That's 90 weeks times 14 shows. That's 1,273 shows, live streams I've done. 1,273. And I've talked to well over 2,000 people. Um, I usually average anywhere from 2 to 5 people a show. So that's a conservative number I take, and maybe close to 3,000 people that I've talked to. Um, but anyway, I'm here again trying to fight CPS with you all and help you because you've encountered a government entity that in many places in the country and the world has gone rogue, meaning that their only interest is to make money off you, not from you, off you, by getting a case opened up so they can collect money that right now Doge is investigating CPS through social services. I know that they are. I don't know how much longer it'll go on, but I know they are. Um, Now, I try to help you with what I call life skills to try to help you. Um, because CPS is a life skill that no one taught you. I mean, it was never spoken to me in my years of going to school. Um, I never knew about it, and it's sad that you don't know about it. Mm. Wow. Um, this is an interactive live stream, meaning that you guys make this room happening by being a part of it. I have my regulars, 30 to 50 people of you that come in here all the time. I try to remember everybody and try to recognize and also try to help. I have helped people in here with their CPS case. I have a proven track record. I know so. And people have been very honest with me, and everybody's come to the room been respectful. And I appreciate that because I am here to help you as a loving father, a husband, and I'm not an attorney. I'm somebody that is wise, and I can help you because I had a case myself. I've been in the same problem that you're in. Now we have 0 people right now. It looks like in the room, so um, hopefully some people will come in. Some people will come in. One of the first things I want to do is put up how you text a message in here. How you text a message. That's really important. Set. Covered. 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 Well, I know this is being recorded, but someone's going to listen and wonder why I'm not really speaking, but there's nobody in the room. And I've already been here for 10 minutes. This is very strange. I never had this happen before. Let me see. I don't understand. This is really strange here. Why no one sees me on? Let me check with some of our regulars here and see if they're around here. Okay, well, we have someone that just said a emoji. How can you not be in this room? It's so weird. Okay. Hi, Donna. Yes, so Sky, I don't see anybody in this room. How would you able to post a thumbs up emoji without being in the room? I'm really confused. Unless you're broadcasting from another room, maybe the other rooms the people are at. I don't know. Um, Usually I see someone in my room, but right now it shows 0 people in my room. And thank you for the thumbs up there. I guess you see me okay, Donna, but I have no idea where you're from, Donna. But if you can text me a message, it'd be great. Can you text a message on my live stream on this one right here? This is to fight CPS and stop taking her children. That's the show I'm on tonight. Ah, we got some in the room. 2 people. Okay, I guess they're slow getting in there. Good, good. Can everybody hear me okay? I was talking about how to text a message. It's important that you state your first name, your city or county, and the state. And if you're outside the United States, put down your country. Also, your text message should be in a form of a question or a comment about CPS. And this is your first time text me a message, put down about your case from the beginning, the knock on the door, to where you're at the moment. That's all I ask you on texting a question there. So that's the text a message. So I'm glad to have you in this live stream. It's very, very, very nice. Anyway, we're starting to get people to come in the room, which is a good thing. And another way that you can react in this live stream is to be a guest on my live stream. All you have to do is email Grace, my producer. Now, I have 14 shows a week. All you do is tell them, I want to be Bob's Sunday night show or Bob's Friday morning show or Bob's Wednesday night. It's every day of the week. My show times are 10 o'clock during the weekdays, 10 a.m., and then on the weekends, it's 8 o'clock. So today was Saturday, so it's 8 o'clock. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'll be on at 8 o'clock. Then on the weekdays, Monday through Friday, it's 10 a.m. Then in the evening, it's easy. I'm on every night at 7 p.m. Every night. That's all 7 days a week. Now, those times I'm giving to you are the West Coast times of California. It's called Pacific Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast, you're 3 hours ahead of me. If you're in England, you're 8 hours ahead of me. If you're in Europe, you're 9 hours. South Africa, you're 9 hours. And it gets more complicated as we go around the world. Now, I do have other countries. I have a total of 23 countries, including the U.S. I've had Indonesia, Bangladesh, India. In the Middle East, I have Libya and Saudi Arabia. Then over Africa, I have Liberia, Sudan, Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Mozambique, and then South Africa with its several provinces. Then up to Europe, I have the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and then Denmark and Sweden. And across the pond, I have North America and its provinces, and the United States. And all 50 states I've heard from somebody, including Washington, D.C. South of the border is Mexico, and then further south in South America, north of Brazil on the East Coast is Grenada. Then as we go south across the Pacific, I have New Zealand, and then down south under, I have Australia and its states. So those are the people that I have some experience. There's over 2,000. I think it's getting close to 3,000 now because I've already done so many shows. It's unbelievable. For 21 months. Now, when you do get an email from Grace, she'll give you the link and get you on the StreamYard. We have certain rules to follow, like no profanity, no use the names of children, judges, or social workers, and no eating or smoking. Now, the last thing I want to tell you is that if you want to call in, I really appreciate if you do, you can call me at 626-698-0990. And I love to hear from you. I love to hear from you. Oh, Dorothy, good. You're here tonight. Did you ever get a hold of that guy from North Carolina that wants to get a hold of you? Dorothy Cook is from North Carolina, and there was a guy this morning that wanted to talk to Dorothy Cook who has a bad case. Now we have Donna Jens, this guy. Thank you for in there. So I don't understand how this works because I think sometimes there's more people in this room that leads me on to believe. I see the eye and there's only one person, and I see the thumbs up, there's two people. But then I saw a thumbs up and no one was in here. So how do you emoji when you're not in the room? So I'm still trying to understand StreamYard. I'm still trying to understand it. But I'm here to talk about anything you want about the CPS. How to fight your case, how to get your children back, or how to hang on to your children. You have to be careful because CPS isn't who they ought to be. They're a bunch of rogue outfits out there that will tear apart your life. It's sad. It's sad to have a government entity like this. But hopefully those days will be outnumbered, I guess, when they do the investigation and find out how corrupt CPS is, how corrupt it is. And so we have more people that come in the room, which is good. And I work best off questions or someone wants to call in. Now, that's my work phone number, 626 698 0990. The other number is the law office of Vincent W. Davis. He's my attorney. And if you want to hire him, you can call him right now. When you do talk to him on that number, you'll be talking to reception. Make sure you tell him that Bob Pace sent you. And when you do talk to Mr. Davis, make sure you tell him Bob Pace sent you. That's really important. That's really important. Oh, hi, Christina. Thank you for saying hi. So glad that you're here. I don't know. She has an eviction case right now, and I think on the 17th is when she's supposed to leave the premises. But if she filed a Chapter 11 or 13 or 7, she can forestay it. She can stop the eviction. But she doesn't own the home, so how can she file a chapter? Well, you don't have to own a home, but for her to put the home listed as one of her assets, she can't because she's not the homeowner. Her mother is. And somehow her brother has tricked the court, I guess. I don't know. Well, I know she's feeling overwhelmed, Christina. We all are. You worked with her today. Good. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you helped out. Christina, God bless you and thank you for helping her. Thank you. She'll be on. She comes on sometimes, always at the end of the show. So hopefully she'll be on soon. She's in California in Oxnard, so it's not too late for her to come on. But I worry about people. I worry about Megan Wilson right now and Cassandra. Those are, and Cruella. Yeah, Cruella, Cassandra, which is Tony the Tiger. And I worry about them. I worry about them. It was so nice to hear Christina talk on the show this morning. She opened up about a lot of things. I didn't know that she had a horrible experience in foster care. I did not know that. So that was good that she shared that. I looked him up but didn't get the right person yet by Facebook as I didn't see a name with the picture on Facebook. Yeah, he didn't text me either. If he texts me, I could give you his number, but I don't see him yet. I see Christina's number. I recognize that. I see Samantha Bernard's number, and I see Brandon number. I see Diane's number from Illinois. I see Crystal Nicholas's number. Geesh. Well, hmm. I think I've already heard all these. These are old messages. Well, hopefully, Bruce will come on. I'm really sorry you couldn't find him. That's the hardest thing about here, because I know people like to keep their lifestyle guarded, and I don't like giving out the numbers list. I have permission and so forth on that. But looks like we're getting people now in the room, which is great. We have 5 of you, but I have no questions. No one calls in. What do you want me to talk about? My rules, my 5 rules, or do you want me to talk about ICWA, the Indian Child Welfare Act of 1978? Do you want to talk to me about how to get insurance, legal insurance, or how to fight CPS? There's lots of things I can talk about. I just need direction. I don't want to be hypocritical, repeat the same things day after day, show after show, because I try to make each show differently. If you watch the shows, they are different. There's no two shows that are the same. I do have a format that I try to do. I try to introduce my rules and talk about my case. My case was a horrible case. I'm still hurting with the loss of my daughter. Her birthday was July 9th. And it's hard. It's hard. She's 20. Oh boy. She's 23 years old. I've not seen her. The last time I held her, she was 12. And that was before she got stolen by CPS. They destroyed her. Hmm. Well, is that a message from someone? Still don't all my recognize my sounds on my phone. No, don't see anything. Okay. Um, call Cruella. Okay, let me see. Boy, that's gonna be a hard one to find because she hasn't called in a while. Hmm. Death Valley. Well, hmm. Huh. I'm looking for Krilla. Huh. Good evening. This is the live stream with Bob Pace. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to? CPS. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know, we do have the numbers and we do communicate. Okay. Just want you to hope that one day your daughter will come looking for you. Hang in there. Yeah, I know. She's 23. Thank you very much. I have another daughter too who's 36. So both of them have been MII. My one that's 36 been MI since May 2nd of 1993. Excuse me. Yeah, 93. Yeah, was the last time I saw her. My other one, not seen her since. Yeah, I know it's hard. It's so hard because you write endless answers. You try to keep journals. You try to do everything you can, but both my cases were different on both of my daughters. It's really hard. It's really hard. CPS is so corrupt, so brutal. They attack an older man. I mean, I was 60 years old when they were starting to attack me. And they have no respect for elders, no respect for families, and no respect for children. And that's wrong. Grandparents are just as important as parents. Mhm. Mhm. Well, you know, they did. They did it to him, and then they come forth, and I, 4 months into the start of this case, was only home approved for interstate placement. Wow. They violated federal laws. It took them over a year in order to even approve an uncle's home they were in that the children never even met or knew. But oh yeah, the whole thing was wow, a nightmare, and it still is. But you know, I had sent cards to these kids every month. I know they weren't getting them at first, but for 5 years I've done that. Yeah, I know. And I used to ask them online, and because I knew where they went to school, showed up at their 8th grade graduation last year, showed up to the next ones this year, and I just kind of killed them with kindness, is what I want to say, because I now have their numbers, and I mean, we don't have a relationship we did, but I hope it grows. Well, I hope so too. You know, in school, I was denied to see my daughter graduate from high school. They said you had to get tickets from the parent, and the parent, my wife, said, "No, I'm not going to give out any tickets. He's not going to see his daughter." And she was adamant. She said, "You'll never see your daughter ever again." Oh, that was the most bitterest person I've ever seen. I couldn't get in. They had security there. Wow. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, that was great. Well, you're lucky. Um, what made you decide to call in? What made you decide to call in? Yeah, I'm so glad you were because sometimes it's a hit or miss here. Yeah. Yeah, well, it was because for the first 10 minutes I had no one in my room and then someone gave me a thumbs up and they weren't in the room. So I'm wondering how they could do emoji not being in the room. That's got me really confused. And then my regulars, Dorothy Cook and Christina, showed up. They've been in my room all the time. They're in my room this morning and every day after day. So Christina Reynoso is from Las Vegas, Nevada, and Dorothy Cook is from North Carolina. And both of them are beautiful people. And I found out today that Christina Reynoso was a foster child herself. I had no idea. She'd been in their foster care from kindergarten to age 16. And then she's had something like 16 different schools. It's sad. It really is sad. And people in this room do care about one another. Right now, everybody's asking how Tony the Tiger's doing. Tony is Cassandra. She's in Ostenago, New York. She has a 14-year-old son who the CPS been giving him drugs and drugs and drugs to keep him doped up. He's a special needs child, and they're trying to do her in. They're trying to, because she's a rebel rouser. And so they're trying to do her in. And I get so worried because she goes to the show to call me, but I have her number. But I will call her shortly. I will call her shortly. Right, right. Uh-huh. Right. Now we just have a new person in the room called um, Melanie uh, Journey Lane. Welcome, Melanie Journey Lane. What part of the world are you from? Are you from the United States or from another country? And hello to you. And what about what can we do? Anyway, I have a caller just called in, and I've already forgot what part of the world are you from? Central Indiana. And this is a grandmother who had lost her two children. Apparently, the mother died, and the other grandparents took the children away from the father. I guess is what they did, right? Yeah, and that is the whole problem with families. Families sometimes are very dysfunctional. Right now, Felicia is fighting the eviction of her home, and her brother's trying to kick it out. The brother doesn't own the home, the mother does. And Felicia was the caregiver for her mother, but her mother's missing. And he has now told the court some false things and got her a court order that says she has to evict by the 17th of July. So she could stop it if she could file bankruptcy, but I don't know if bankruptcy would stop the eviction because she doesn't own the home. So I don't know. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Okay. 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 Right. Well, Melody Lane, you tell me you're from Houston, Texas. Okay. And is there a story you want to say or a question you want to ask or me talk about something? I could talk about a lot of topics. You can tell a story or you can ask a question. I'm trying to answer the people that slowly come into my room. Let me, okay. I ask you a question. Since you called in, you are eligible for a free 15-minute legal consultation with my attorney, Mr. Davis. Would you like that? Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Okay. I hope so too. And I pray for that. And I want to, God bless you for coming and sharing this. Yes. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you for calling in. Okay. All right. Good evening. All right. That was a sweet grandmother from Indiana. And that was great. Christina Reynoso says, no, Bob, I went into the halfway house in Riverside in October 1997, stayed unjustly for 5 months. Then I was transferred to a group home in Orange County. Okay, I stand corrected. I'm so sorry, Christina. Between 11 and 13, I'd lived in 4 states and been to 7 different schools. Okay, that sounds great. That sounds great, Christina Reynoso. Now, I'm going to call Cassandra and see how she's doing because I'm really worried about Cassandra and Felicia here. So, and by the way, that was Cindy that just talked to me from Indiana. That was the grandmother, Cindy. Let me see where is she here? Well, okay, we're trying to find Felicia and see where Felicia is. Okay, Felicia, where are you? No, not Felicia. We're looking for Tony the Tiger. Cassandra. I know the name like Tony the Tiger sounds great, isn't it? Anyway, Tony the Tiger is known as Cassandra in Ostenego County. And she has a 14-year-old son that has been given a lot of drugs and they're scheduling him out there. So I'm looking for it. Hold on. Okay, I'm calling Tony the Tiger right now, folks. It's ringing, but hasn't answered yet. Yes, Tony the Tiger, Cassandra. This is Bob Pace with the live stream here, and we're checking in on you. Um, Christina wanted me to check in on you, so I am. We're worried about you, so give us a holler. We want to hear from you. All right, take care. All right, I left a message for Tony the Tiger. See if she gets back to us. Um, what question do you have for me, Melanie Lane from Houston, Texas? Now, Christina Reynoso corrected me, and I'm glad she did. I had a whole different story about her. So I talked to so many people. I've talked to over 2,000 people, getting close to 3,000 people. And it's a lot of people to talk to, remember everything. Anyway, we have about 10 minutes left of my show time. It's 7:57. In 3 minutes, my time's up. But I have a running clock, and apparently my running clock is different than my showtime clock is. So if anybody would like to talk right now or call in, that would be great. I love to be able to talk to you and answer your questions or your concerns. Oh boy, I am really tired tonight. It's been a long day for me, and I was able to get some money I earned a month ago, finally paid, but it came in dribbles. I was promised I get all my money for the month of June this morning, and one half of the money arrived. So how can you tell your creditors I can only pay you half? And some of my creditors are holding my car in hostage, meaning that they're charging storage fees for not picking up the car, and I don't have the money yet. So not only does it cost me money, it's stupid. I'm wasting money for laying the car storage. Anyway, that's not your worry. It's my worry. I'm the stupid guy that took the job and thought I could depend on someone and trust them. Anyway, um, I guess we can talk about my rules. We haven't talked about them. I don't. We did mention them. There are 5 rules. Rule 1 is get an attorney, and that attorney is someone who's schooled and trained in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. They have to be involved in those areas. A criminal attorney is not going to help you. A real estate attorney is not going to help you. A workman's comp. I mean, there's so many different kinds of attorneys. You need a specialized attorney. And not only do you need a specialized attorney, you need someone that's fought CPS and gotten children back. Well, I have an attorney for you. His name is Vincent W. Davis. He's been fighting CPS for 39 years. He's gotten back thousands of children. He's a pit bull of attorney. He's a nice man, a wise man, knows a lot. And he's in LA County, California. His retainer for LA County is $5,000. His rate is $500 an hour. Some attorneys are $200, some are over $1,000. but he's in kind of the middle of the range. Now he'll go to other places in the country, like in Georgia, one quote was 125. Another quote for another state was 85,000. It's a lot more going out of state because he has to pay for the license to practice law in that state. And he has his air transportation, his ground transportation, his hotel accommodations, and food. He has to eat there. See, if he's in California, he's at his own home with his own food. He goes to the store and stuff. He has his own car. So that's where the expense comes in. Also, the complexity and how long your case been going on has a major effect with it. But you need to get an attorney. Now, this attorney, Vincent Davis, is also a trial attorney. He once was a foster child himself, and he knows how to win cases. In fact, he did civil lawsuits where he fought CPS and won millions of dollars, both in state court and federal court. He's the real deal. He's the real deal. And so, he's one that you get there. And also, if you call in to my show on the phone and talk, or you're a guest on my show and talk, you get a free 15-minute consultation with Mr. Davis. It's a Zoom consultation, private, with just you and him, and you can ask all the legal questions you want to. So it's free. All you have to do is call in on my phone number or be a guest. I mean, that is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I wish I'd known about that. See, when I was looking around for an attorney, I didn't think about getting an attorney. I thought, oh, I can handle this myself. I thought I could handle this myself. And I thought court-appointed attorneys, long if you steer them in the right direction, would fight for you. But no, these court attorneys are lazy. They're only trained in one area of law, which is usually criminal law. And they have a caseload of 30 to 100 clients. They don't have time for your case. They don't have time to talk to you at their office or whatever. They don't even have an office. They live in the courtroom hallways. It's sad. It's sad to see parents going nowhere because CPS hopes you take a court-appointed attorney for both spouses and your children. So that could be 5 court-appointed attorneys all working together against you, working with the social workers attorneys, working with the judge because the judge is crooked. I had a crooked judge. I had a terrible, terrible case. You don't even want me to get into it. It was bad. It was so, so, so bad. But that's why I really emphasize rule number 1. You need to get an attorney. And Vincent is one of your candidates. You should get 3 quotes from 3 different attorneys. But you first have to qualify them and see if they're, you got to find them first. And that's rule number 4, where you use the internet. And you write in the city, the state, and then the CPS. And then you want to, after that, put in there juvenile law, family law, dependency law, attorney. And you'll see a list of them. Then you got to filter them out and pick 3. Well, pick 2, because I already give you one Vincent Davis. So you pick 2, and you call them, and you check to see if they have fought CPS and gotten kids back, and that they're trained in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. Also, furthermore, if they say yes to that question, ask them a second question. Have they won a civil lawsuit against them both in state or federal court? Either or. If the answer is yes, you got an attorney that you can ask for references. You want to see 3 references, and you want to talk to them to get the feel, see if the chemistry is there. But that attorney will solve your case. That will solve your problem. If you're going to try to do it yourself or use a court-appointed attorney, you're in for disaster. They'll eat you alive. They'll eat you alive. It's very difficult. It's like it's like doing open heart surgery. If you do an open heart surgery, you're not going to use a plumber. You're not going to do it yourself. You're going to get yourself a real doctor. Same thing with an attorney. If you're fighting them, you need an attorney that knows how to navigate CPS, that knows what they're doing is wrong, and so forth. So you need that. You need that. And I just so emphasize that number 1 rule, that you need that. Now, the number 4 rule I talked about is how to use the internet. You should spend all your time on the internet. There's so much valuable information you can find. It's just formatting your words, use Google Chrome, and you're there. You're there. And, all the other search engines won't give you the same way that Google Chrome will. They're the Cadillac of browsers. And if you haven't got a legal insurance, get legal insurance. You need something to cover the attorney's cost. Legal insurance can call all kinds of things. Let's say if your child gets in a DUI, drunk, in a car accident. Well, you better get an attorney. I can guarantee it. And if you don't have one, you have to get out the risk. You're talking a $50,000, $100,000 retainer. You're talking maybe $300,000 for a DUI. That's a lot of money. So that's why you need legal insurance. Don't live in Buffalo. They have medical insurance. They have homeowners insurance. They have renters insurance. They have pet insurance. They have appliance insurance. They have car repair insurance. I could go on and on and on. But one area that everybody forgets is the legal part. You need someone out there that's going to fight your case and that is a good attorney. That's what you need. You need a real fighter out there. You need actually two attorneys. You need one for your spouse. Well, it looks like we're kind of stagnated here. Tonight's not been, we've had one person tonight from Indiana, a sweet grandmother, who's going to see her children when they turn 18. Her grandkids, I mean, not see her children, but, I think you guys knew what I'm saying. Cindy Enoch, Enoch. Well, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. That means my show time is officially ended. And my running time says I have 4 minutes left. Now, if I don't have anybody calling in now and I haven't heard from Cassandra, I'm going to take my number down and put the information about Doge. What is Doge? Doge is the Department of Government Efficiency. It's something that is so important that you guys get this. If you have a grievance, you want to file a grievance, you should also CC Doge. If you have any complaints about how your case is going, CC Doge. There's the phone number. It's a White House number, 202-456 quadruple 1 or 202-456-1414. Also, they have a website. It's doge.gov. There you can find out about it. And then they have an email. And it's doge@mail.house.gov. So look that over. That's very valuable information. Now, I want to thank our caller tonight that helped me out, Cindy Och, Enoch, Cindy Och, from Indiana. She's a grandmother, and she's got better relationship with her grandkids. Maybe she will one day see them when they're 18. I want to thank Christina Reynoso for actively participating in this room and being here. And thank you for all your help to everybody. You've helped out so many people. And I do apologize if I had your story all wrong. I'll try to remember it correctly this time. And then we had a new person, Melanie Journey Lane. She is from Houston, Texas, and welcome. But I never heard anything further from her. But thank you for coming in. And then we've had, Dorothy Cook from North Carolina. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your concern about Cruella, who is Felicia from Oxnard, California, and Dorothy Cook is from North Carolina. And who else we have? I think that's it. I've covered the people. It's kind of a slow night. We didn't have too many people in the room, but this is sometimes a hit and miss. Some people have other things to do on Saturday night. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. I want to see you all tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's Pacific Standard Time. For those that are on the East Coast, it's 3 hours away. For you, those that are in England, it's 8 hours away. And in Europe, it's 9 hours away. Africa is 9 hours away too. So this show is made by you guys participating. So help me out. Help out the other parents out here. So don't forget to keep fighting for your children. Never give up. Never give up. There'll be a brief message from my attorney. Please listen to it. Vincent W. Davis. Good night.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the
last ones left. Put your